This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls in their last game, a loss. And that one, good. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Giannis. It's good.
Making room for himself, Booker using the pick and roll to great effect.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Lock at 6. Here's Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Here's Booker. And the Bulls with another miss.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Booker's got 5 points so far. Murray looking around. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. His 3-pointers off the mark. Booker outside. Deflects the pass. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop.
Love how competitive Murray is, showing how dangerous he can be on both ends on that play.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving to the basket. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by Jamal Murray. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Toronto grabs the miss. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions makes defending a much easier prospect.
Now, here's Adebayo. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Back to Adebayo. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Adebayo stretching his range, able to connect there.
Screen by Porzingis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Bulls leading by 4. Now Adebayo to the left side wing. Here's Booker. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Daniels. Crafty move. And he sinks the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Screen by Giannis. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Murray with the jam.
And going vertical. Murray's one of those guys with that sneaky athleticism.
To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Over Adebayo. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Chicago leading by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Daniels. Driving the lane. Booker outside. Here's Adebayo. And so it's Chicago, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been
16. The Raptors 10.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bulls?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And so Bull nails both of them. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down low. Tipped away. It's stolen by Adebayo. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Toronto trailing. Richard for the Bulls, just 1 playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectful, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
And the dunk by Capella.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Adebayo with the bucket.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Simmons on the wing. Still without a basket. Jumps up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Daniels with it. Here's Collins. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Collins has got his first basket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Ball inside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 4. Shoots the 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. Bangs home the trifecta. Bulls got 5 points so far. Pass to Brown. Back to Caruso. Here's Brown. Now here's Caruso. Off target from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Hauser. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
3 points.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Back to Caruso. On the wing, Daniels. Kicks it out to Collins. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Bull. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Daniels. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Pass to Booker. 23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here's Daniels. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Top of the key jumper, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
For Toronto, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That one is no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from United Center. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Porzingis. Looking for Eason. He gets it there. And stolen by Murray. Outside, Porzingis. And the layup falls. Porzingis has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Toronto.
That's just too easy for Porzingis. He just powers through that contact.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
Gilgeous-Alexander misses from short range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. And another shot. The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. He has 5. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Pass to Capella. Back to Murray. Here's Brooks for the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Brooks. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Thompson. Pass to Murray. To the inside. Here's Capella. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Capella's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto. You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their head. You want guys like that on your side.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket.
Will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
In the corner, it's Eason. Off target from three-point range. Raptors leading by 4. Outside Jordan. Back to Murray. Jordan the screen. He's off on that one. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Bulls. Over Thompson. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's Toronto. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jordan, right side. Back to Murray. Kick by Finney Smith. Outside for Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson inside the line. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Jordan.
And they continue to control the glass.
Bulls trail by 6. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
The turnover total in the first half only. One, but a totally different story here in the second.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside, here's Finney-Smith. Here's Hauser. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hauser's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Brown. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Bulls shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Toronto ahead, leading by 5.
The Raptors, 39.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Chicago has possession. It's a 5-point game. Here's Booker. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
As Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Antetokounmpo inside. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Giannis throwing it down.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Drives to the hoop. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And that's when they desperately needed it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Here's Caruso. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Caruso's got his first bucket of the night. Giannis right side. Can't cash in from close range. Bulls trail by 4. With the drive. Pass to Brown. Back to Lopez. Porzingis with the rebound. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Hauser. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Lopez. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
John Collins. Second personal foul.
And he makes the first. The Raptors making a switch here.
John Collins.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Pass to Eason. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Booker.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Antetokounmpo converts inside.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Pass to Eason. From 18 feet away. Stolen by Brooks. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Antetokounmpo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Booker draws the double. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
A good look from Giannis. Rebound by the Bulls. Eason with it. Picked up by Thompson. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Eason. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Toronto leading by 6. Here's Giannis. Giannis showing creativity.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard, but he is playing downhill.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Eason. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson outside.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Booker. Here's Porzingis. And again, Toronto no up. And so it's Toronto winning this one. And in the win...